All right. Today is July 3rd, and here are our little friends, our little ones. And I'm really here to take a peek at Gizmo and, of course, Lola, and see how they're doing in the playroom. So what we see is, of course, where the hell did Lola? Gizmo is hiding, denning. So what we see is a dog denning out of fear. He's very nervous. This is his first day in a playgroup. Stop, Lola. Lola, of course, is very vocal. We want to stop that. So we have a whole bunch of little lunatics running around here. And what we're trying to do is really balance these dogs out, particularly Gizmo's confidence, and they display a whole different demeanor here away from home. Gizmo's and now we haven't done anything with Gizmo yet. Hi, baby. And he's petrified. He's crate aggressive, so he definitely has some issues. Hey, hey, quiet. Quiet. And we're going to stop that barking. Good, babe. Good. So we got a nice, relatively friendly group of doggies, except for Gizmo. He's not that he's unfriendly, but he's very nervous here, so we have to balance him out. Okay, that's enough filming for July 3rd. This is their first day here in a playgroup, and usually what we do is just let them acclimate to everybody. What's that you have to say for yourself? All right. All right. And we'll see what Gizmo, we want him to get comfortable with our pack. Gizzy. So here we are with Gizmo, and what we're trying to do is balance him out again. So we're in our field with our possessions, and that's an important point. And because he goes back and forth from fear sometimes to aggression over food, we want to balance him out. We want to build his confidence in certain areas and eliminate that genetic impulse to protect, or his primal impulse to protect food. So what Brooke is going to do is she's just going to walk over. Notice the leash and collar is always on the dog. The leash and collar is always on the dog, so we always have control over the dog. He's never a danger to us. We never have to reach for his neck or reach for anything. She's untangling him, and it's fine. We're going to start our basic obedience. The first command, the first behavior is to heel, and heeling is huge. Praise, good dog, praise. Okay, so you got to even get good dog, good. That's good. So we're trying to just get him to sit. We don't want to praise him when he rolls over, because that becomes enabling. So he comes here with a handful of problems that we actually look forward to dealing with. So Brooke always has the leash, always has the collar on. She's going to step out with her left and ask the dog to heel.
Just not heel?
And heeling means, go to your rear, there you go. Heeling means walk on your right side without pulling. So there's no tension in Brooke's hands. About turn. So she turns to the right. Good. A little correction. So in theory, obedience develops confidence. About turn. Good. So notice that, Brooke, there's no tension. Loosen up your leash a little bit. Correct? Good. As soon as the dog sniffs, she corrected. About turn. And the dog follows, she prays. So it's a series of correcting for bad behavior and loving for normal behavior. Now she's going to slow down and ask him to sit. Which he'll good. No, that's all you do. You just praise, verbal praise. Good dog. Good. Good. Left foot forward, heel. Good. So actually praise, physical praise in that case would be enabling. About turn. Snap. Good. So that's important to understand. And again, it's subtle. A lot of things with dog behavior is very subtle. About turn. So up until now, she was laying down. We want her to sit. Slow down. Come to a stop. Sit. Good girl. Now, by reaching down and petting would defeat this, because it would be too much stimulation. The dog would roll over and God knows what. This is very simple. Notice Brooke, this is perfect. There is no tension on the leash. The collar is on. She's standing still. She's not dancing with the dog. She's not, you know, and she's doing what this dog needs. When we bring Lola out, it's going to be completely different. She's not restraining the dog. She's going to step out with her left foot and say heel. The dog saw a butterfly. That was enough to distract. And then when you can, do a left about turn. Stretch out for the poop. Good. Then a little fast if you can. Good, doggy. Go fast like a little jog. I think she might enjoy that. That's cool. Then a normal pace. About turn. A little correction, beautiful. This is huge. This is a great day. I'm very happy. Then what I want you to do is come to the shade. Good. She corrects for sniffing. That's a concept pet owners don't get, but you will. Slow down. Good, 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 girl. Then free time. Free time releases the dog psychologically. Not always physically. In this case, it's physical because there's no danger here. So she'll drop the leash. The leash stays on the dog. And you're going to see this dog bond rapidly with Brooke. But we want to make sure she doesn't overly compensate. And it's a difficult situation. But it's good. So today, July 3rd, is positive. Just by virtue of the dog walking away from us now and peeing and pooping.
Good girl, Gizmo.
And she gets praised for that.
Good.
So Brooke, in 10 minutes or so, is developing a relationship. And now we got to have the pet owners develop the same balanced relationship. Good, get low.
Good girl.
This is great.
Good girl.
And then a little love here because Brooke initiated it, and then that's it. She stands up and she forgets. So that's all. That was perfect. Great day at doggy daycare. No touching there.
Good girl.
So she's got food. Relax your hands. Relax. That a girl. Now, okay. What I want you to do is hold with the left and just start putting your hand down by like your right sneaker. And just watch her body tense up. Watch yourself. Then stand up. Good. Now we ask you to leave it.
Yes, go. Leave it.
Heel.
Good.
Excellent. Excellent. Today is still July 3rd, and we have Lola out. And we're doing pretty much the same thing, only Lola is, as I said, diametrically opposite of Gizmo. So Lola, ironically, in the real world, has a little bit more confidence than Gizmo, who's a nervous wreck. So it's kind of a funny situation, but it's in its static environment at home. Lola possesses the food and becomes aggressive, and Gizmo does, and that affects Lola. So it's just a funny, very funny dynamic, and that's what we're dealing with. It's like a family dynamic. It's a funny one though. It's not a, but I feel very good about it today, July 3rd. And Brooke is going to go over, pick up the leash, just step on it. Notice all the dogs are always on a leash. She's going to love verbally. There's a difference between verbal and physical love. So there's a whole lot of things. We know this with humans. Physical and verbal love is different. She's going to heel and just come around. So this is new. This is the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the dog being on a leash. Go ahead.
Good girl.
Good.
Good girl, Lola. Good girl.
So we do the same, basic obedience. About turn. About turn. Same thing, we're not letting her sniff because now she's working. She's going to slow down and ask Lola to sit. And she's going to reach down and praise, exactly. So she's going to physically praise Lola, but she didn't physically praise Gizmo because that physical love of Gizmo was enabling, and then she rolls over and shows her belly. So we have free time and work time. So now she can't do anything but stay at Brooke's side. Again, Brooke is nice and relaxed. There's no tension in her body. There's a little tension or stress in Lola's body because she don't know what the hell's going on here. This is new for her, not to pull on a leash. So Brooke is going to release her psychologically by putting her on free time, which she says okay, and that's called the release command, and then she's free to do what she wants. Now she can do all the sniffing as she wants, and we're careful of what we're transmitting. Just facial, looking at a dog transmits, hi babe, hi Lola, she came in my direction, hi babe. Good girl. So I'm going to love her. I'm going to physically love her, and verbally I'm going to give her everything she wants because she's afraid of me, perhaps. All right, a good filming for July 3rd.